Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Yan Ling. So today I'm going to do a quick review and share some of my thoughts on the upcoming mega freehold project in District 15, the Continuum. Well, I've recently visited the show flat and I must say it was really captivating. It's beautifully designed and once I stepped into the show flat, I feel like it transported me to another world. If I were to solely make the decision based on my own emotion, I would definitely purchase a unit over there. But that's not how we want to make decision in real estate, which is why I'm going to do a quick review on the Continuum today. But anyway, if you have time, feel free to go down to the show flat and have a look. Maybe you will find some inspiration how to design your home in future. So back to today's main topic. I'm sure that many of you are aware that there are 3 new projects launching in District 15 this year. The first project, Tembusu Grand, has already been launched, and the next project, which I'll be sharing my thoughts on today, the Continuum. Finally, the largest of the 3 projects, Dunman Grand, is set to launch soon. Given the significant supply of new developments in this area, future buyers will have ample of choices if they are gonna buy from you in the sub-sale or resale market. Therefore, it is definitely important to consult your agent for opinions and compare them and see which has a lesser risk and a better exit strategy before committing to the purchase, since you may face some stiff competition if you're gonna sell it in future. Before we proceed, a quick disclaimer over here that all the opinions and thoughts that I share are based on my own personal viewpoint and do not represent anyone else. Now, let me give you a quick overview on the Continuum. It comprises 816 units ranging from 1+ study units to 5 bedroom units, and it features a total of 6 towers, which have 3 towers on the north side and another 3 towers on the south side. This freehold project also has the highest number of units in the Katong area so far. Moving on, let's talk about some unique factors that I like about the Continuum. First and foremost is the bridge that connects the north and south side of the development. I think that it's going to be an iconic feature in that area and it may gather a lot of interest and attention from future residents and passerby. And to me, it looks like a Henderson Bridge. Moreover, the Continuum offers an impressive array of facilities including Sky Jacuzzi, Sky Bar, and Sky Fitness and more. I won't go so much into details because this can be found in the brochure. If you need a copy of the brochure and floor plan, you can contact me. I can send an electronic copy to you. In terms of location, it's pretty convenient. It's pretty similar to Tembusu Grand since they are located in the same area. The Paya Lebar and Dakota MRT station are just a 10-minute walk away. You can also take a bus from the bus stop nearby if you do not want to walk. In addition, there are also wet markets and hawker center nearby, making it easy to grab a quick meal. For groceries and shopping, the PLQ Mall and Kinex are also within walking distance. You can also find a large NTUC supermarket in the PLQ Mall. In terms of secondary school, Chongqing High School and Tanjong Katong Secondary School are also nearby. With a range of excellent schools, the Continuum offers a great long-term option for families looking to settle down or build their future over there. So now, no matter how beautiful the project is, I'm sure that most of you are concerned about the price and whether it's a good buy. So let's dive into that now. Here are the indicative pricing provided by the developer, ranging from $2,585 PSF to $2,613 PSF. Taking into account of the developer break-even price, there is about a 15% profit margin, which is pretty reasonable for a freehold project. Now, let's compare the prices with Tembusu Grand, which was launched about 2 weeks ago. Currently, for Tembusu Grand, a 99-year leasehold condo, the average price sold is around $2,500 PSF for the 1-bedder and around $2,300 PSF for the 3-bedder if you were to take the average. Looking at the remaining unsold units at Tembusu Grand, it just doesn't make sense for me to get a unit at Tembusu Grand now since the price difference between the Continuum and Tembusu Grand is not that huge. If the overall quantum is not an issue for you, looking at the PSF, I personally believe that the Continuum is a better buy due to its freehold status. When it comes to District 15, I would feel like most people would have the impression that majority of the developments here are freehold, and the Continuum is no exception. Well, I wouldn't say that the Continuum is the best buy among the 3 projects, but I personally feel like it's a better buy than Tembusu Grand. One of my major concerns about Tembusu Grand is that it's surrounded by a sea of freehold projects. While there may be upcoming 99-year leasehold projects coming up in the area, it's not guaranteed that it will help to push the price up. Based on past data, those 99-year leasehold condos in the freehold area tends to take a longer time to yield returns. For example, let's take a look at these 4 projects which are just next to each other. The blue and green ones are 99-year leasehold, while the yellow and purple ones are freehold. Despite blue and green being newer, the prices of blue and green projects have remained relatively stagnant, only with a recent increase in value due to COVID. On the other hand, the yellow and purple freehold projects actually perform better than the leasehold. If you look into the numbers, most owners who sold their blue properties before or in 2021 either just nice break even or incur a loss. Fortunately, the market boomed due to COVID, allowing more owners to exit with a profitable transaction. Of course, there might be exception that a 99-year leasehold condo will do well among the freehold nearby, such as Côte d'Azur. So if you really like Tembusu Grand, let's hope that Tembusu Grand will be the exception. In fact, no one knows what will happen in future, right? We can't tell the future, but we can try to make a better decisions by using data to determine which is a less riskier option. With so many freehold condos, both old and new, along with the addition of these 3 new projects in Katong, future buyers will have a wide variety of choices to choose from, which could result in stiff competition. Even the developer kind of know that there are gonna be some competition going on. Usually, the developer only release the indicative pricing a few days before the launch date. But this time round, Hoi Hub, which is the developer for the Continuum, actually released the indicative pricing much more earlier, close to Tembusu Grand booking day. Personally, I feel that the developers is trying to subtly tell the buyers that, hey, who are buying Tembusu Grand, this is my indicative price, use it as a reference before buying Tembusu Grand. Which may be why the popular one Beda is not fully sold yet at Tembusu Grand. But anyway, with the strong competition going on, I personally find it risky to invest in a leasehold project like Tembusu Grand in the freehold area, as it could be difficult for buyers to exit in the future. Also, in terms of the overall value of the project, the Continuum has more wow factors when it comes to the facilities. When you step into the show flat and look at the facilities and the whole layout, you will know what I meant by wow. Anyway, from an investment or own stay standpoint, it may not be necessary to choose the highest floor at the Continuum, as it will most likely be more expensive and may not offer sea view. Since there's no guaranteed sea view, opting for a lower or middle floor unit could result in a more reasonable price, as long as the price per floor increase is not significant. Now, let's compare the Continuum pricing with some of the newer freehold condos nearby. Based on the recent transactions, Amber Park price ranges from $2,431 PSF to $2,827 PSF, which is comparable to the Continuum indicative price. Even for Neon, which is also a freehold project that just TOP, the recent transactions was around $2,076 PSF to $2,551 PSF. Considering the Continuum is around 5 years younger than Neon, I think that the indicative price for the Continuum is pretty reasonable. Next, let's talk about rental. If you are looking to rent your unit out, I don't think rental will be a major problem. The rental yield for newer condos around District 15 is sitting at around 3% to 4.5%, which is pretty reasonable. So overall, is the Continuum a good buy? In my opinion, I think that it is a better investment than Tembusu Grand. However, when considering the unit types, it is advisable to go for the 2 or 3 bedder units, as they tend to have a higher demand and are easier to sell in future. I feel that the Katong area is more of a family-oriented place, with 3 schools within the 1 km radius. Families will most likely be the main buyers. While the 1+ study unit is suitable for generating rental income, owners may face challenges selling it in future due to the high price point. For instance, if someone were to enter the market at 1.45 million, they may be looking at selling it at about 1.55 million or more. The pool of potential buyers is smaller, as sellers will have to target investors or individuals with at least 10k of income who is seeking for a luxury living. Logically speaking, buyers who have used this $1.55 million, for example, to purchase a 2-bedder resale properties elsewhere, which could be a better deal. Luckily for the Continuum, it is a freehold project, and generally, freehold project has good holding power. If you just want to buy and rent it out on a long-term basis to generate rental income, I think it is feasible as well. So among all these 3 projects, which would be a better investment? I think they actually saved the best for the last. If I'm looking for a shorter term investment and not a forever home, I would go for Dunman Grand. Dunman Grand is located much closer to Dakota MRT station and has over 1,000 residential units, which may make it a less riskier investment. Generally, for projects with more units, they tend to have a volume effect, meaning that there will be enough transaction volume to help to push the price up. For example, if you see your neighbor sold their unit at $2 million maybe 2 to 3 months ago, and you are planning to sell in the near future, you may use it as a benchmark to sell it at the same price or even higher. And that's how bankers do the valuation as well, which is really important. If the valuation is high, the tendency of you selling at a loss is low. Unlike for smaller projects where there may be not much transaction volume, the price tends to remain stagnant and it may take a longer time for the price to move. Therefore, in terms of the ranking of these 3 projects, I would place Dunman Grand at the top, followed by the Continuum in the second place, and I may not even consider Tembusu Grand at the moment. Lastly, the Continuum is set to launch on 21st April. To get a better sense of what the Continuum has to offer, you may also visit their beautiful show flat. However, do take note that appointments are required, so be sure to schedule ahead of time. If you need any assistance in booking an appointment or have any question regarding real estate, feel free to contact me. Lastly, if you found this video helpful, please consider giving me a like or subscribing to my channel. Thank you, bye!